Hello YouTube, this is Chris Convectional Services. Today's video is not going to be one of those videos or one of the multiple videos that I have that I've shown you that I've got set up right down there where the Google emblem is, if you can see it. That one is my Jesus Isn't God video, more proof. That second one is all these strange drones and fog and orbs and UFOs, aliens, demons, and all that video. And then that one is more proof of the biblical flat earth with the Gleason map and all that. But today's video, hold on. I paused it so I didn't show my mother-in-law's house. Kind of in disarray right now, which we're still at, obviously. I'm helping her with her medical problems. So, yeah. Sorry I haven't got those videos up. I've been just super under the weather and tired and can't get energy and busy all the time, and it seems like all I want to do is sleep lately. Anyway, so we're back with the Columbia House Viking Desk Encyclopedia, which I just made a video on not long ago. All these are different flat earth proofs. Yes, I'm still in my pajamas. So where we're going to focus is where it says globe, okay? Now, if you notice, well, first, before we read that, if you want to pause it and read it, you can. We're not going to read all of it in this video. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. It says, let me find it here. It says, probably the oldest globe was made by Crates Greek geographer, 2D century BC, so before Christ. First modern globe was made by Martin Behem, if that's pronounced correctly, in 1492. The math isn't mathing, guys. But it gets worse. By Leonardo da Vinci soon after. Okay, so a lot of reasons the math isn't mathing, but the first, what stands out to me there, a lot of it stands out to me, is that, like I've stated before, it's the same demons and the devil with the same fake model that he's giving them. Is he's just giving it to a different generation, and most of them know it's not correct. They've sold their souls. Sorry if it's in and out of focus there. There you go, so you can pause it to read it if you want. But then, so we'll just go with the year 1492. Okay, but obviously it's prior, according to this. And then it's, we didn't have the first walk on the moon, according to NASA. I don't believe we walked on the moon, even though it's in Earth's atmosphere, as the Bible says, in Earth's sky. July 20th, 1969. Two things there. One, because NASA is an American agency, government agency. All governments have their own. They all work together. The elite, the Illuminati, that's their puppets. They have them stretched out all across the world, and they all coincide with each other to make it look like it's true, because I keep getting that all the time. Well, then why does the Russian, the cosmonauts, their government, their space agency say the same thing? Why does China say the same thing? Because doesn't China hate America? Doesn't Russia hate America? So if America was really faking it, then they would say something. No, because that's all the government agencies are all in bed with each other. Yes, they have their squabbles and their fights and their arguments and their public, but just like brothers and sisters, your siblings, you fight. Okay, you argue. Me and my brother fight and argue quite a lot. Have since we were kids. But don't dare let somebody else come in and try to do something to me or do something to my brother or even our sister, because then we're going to make you wish you hadn't. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, back to the supposed moonwalk. July 20th, 1969. So clearly long after 1492, when the first globe was designed. Um, Two things there. One, because NASA is a government agency, and that's the one that supposedly walked on the moon first, they had to go with the most patriotic month for America, which is July. Okay? And then you got 1969. Let that year sink in. That's a sexual reference. Okay? Then you've got the first image of the moon, or the Earth, wasn't taken until, or was taken prior to that, October 24th, 1946, with the V2 rocket, with a 35 millimeter camera strapped on it from the altitude of 65 miles above Earth. Okay, 65 miles, yes, it seems like a lot, but it's not really a lot to get a full picture of the globe. Of the Earth, I should say, of the so-called globe. But so you're telling me that these people back in the 1400s, 1500s, or prior, because it says that I know it says probably, and that's going to get pointed out by globe believers. They don't want to see the truth. Probably the oldest globe was made by Crates, Greek geographer, 2D century before Christ. The first modern globe made by blah 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 in 1492. So they're speculating with the information they have that the first one was made before Christ, before Jesus, God's Son, walked on the earth. They were saying the earth was a globe. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? And then if you look at the very top here, it says right here under the globe, says spherical body used to illustrate the earth. Illustrate is obviously, it's like painting or drawing or whatever. And it's kind of funny that the modern globe was made by a famous painter, Leonardo da Vinci, soon after. That's when it was, that's the last modern globe, which is the one that we have in all the schools today, brainwashing kids, and you see all over people's desks, even especially in YouTube videos, especially by the government shields, so on and so forth. And Leonardo da Vinci made this stuff like the Last Supper painting, and then the Mona Lisa was another one that he made. I'm just going to give two of the famous paintings that he made. That's the same person that made the modern globes. Are you serious right now? That is just absolutely absurd to think that we knew without a shadow of a doubt, like I pointed out in other videos, that the earth was a globe way back before. Okay. I didn't know, even with all the research that I've done, until I saw this, that the first globe was designed around the time before Christ. So before God's Son Jesus even walked on the earth, they knew the earth was a globe. Come on. Get with the program, people. This is ridiculous. That you actually still believe this, if you do. That you believe we live on a spinning blue ball going thousands of miles an hour, zipping through space. It's all part of a sun god worship. It's part of it. Just like the whole Jesus is God. He's the Son and he's God, Son God. Then you've got, if you look, especially with NASA, they always emphasize we need the sun. We need the sun. If we get too close to the sun, it will destroy us. So it's got to be far enough apart that we're chasing the sun. According to NASA, the Earth, the globe or the global, the the demon, or should I say devil, because Jesus references him as the devil when he talks about a house divided against itself will fall. So we're living on the devil, chasing the sun. Where a glow, like I've said before, is to illuminate Baal or the devil. So we're living on the devil, spinning thousands of miles an hour, chasing the sun. Think about that. Everything is emphasized on the sun, on that model, on God's biblical flat earth. the moon, sun, and stars revolve around the Earth is the center of the atmosphere, the center of what you would call the universe. Okay, that's what the Bible teaches. Like I've said in other videos. So again, it's like I said, it's double worship, sun god worship. It's just nuts. Like I'm beyond words here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there because this is. I can go on forever about this, and I got things I gotta do. I gotta get ready to give my mother-in-law her coffee and breakfast and medicine, and hopefully can get one of those 3 videos at least up today. And when I do the drone one and they're spraying stuff, it's nanoparticles, smart dust as they're calling it. I got proof of that. They pretty much, that's why we're getting, some of these people are filming these drones spraying stuff. It's just like the chemtrails in MK Ultra. I've got proof of that. It's a modern day MK Ultra, not HARP, because that's one of them. Besides weather control modification, but New Year's night. Well, I've got tons of videos that I've recorded that I need to go through, and I'm going to screen record them because I learned a long time ago. I watch my videos before I upload them, not just for editing them, but because a lot of times you can't see things through that little screen on the camera, and then when you put them on the laptop, you can see them. So instead of just uploading them, I watch them, and then if I see anything new that I didn't see in the viewfinder, then I'll go over that, screen recording it, and talk about it. And there's quite a few of the videos that I've recorded since October-ish last year till January of this year, the beginning of 2025, that are crazy. That I found some crazy stuff. One of them, you'll see in the video, but it has to do with these drones. And I captured one that looked like a star, zoomed in on it, 500 times zoom, and it would look crazy. And then I caught my eye slowly moving. That's how I noticed it, because it looked like a star at first, and it was moving towards me real slow. And I started recording it, and all of a sudden it disappears, and then I get it back on camera, and now it looks like what these people are recording as drones. And then I could still see it with my eyes, but it was like it was cloaking it, and I couldn't no longer see it with my camera, but I could see it with my eyes. And then also in the video, what I didn't see when I recorded it is you see it when it disappears, it literally jumps from one spot to another. And when it gets to that second spot, like in just a nanosecond, that's when it looks like the drone. It didn't morph into that. It literally jumped from one spot to another. So yeah, it's pretty crazy and wild, guys. And then I got it on recording of the moon, the dark part of the moon disconnecting off of the moon. There was one I watched yesterday, one of my videos, and it literally, just for a split second, same camera I've always been using for a few years now. When I record, not screen recording on my phone or my phone or my laptop, or not recording like this on my phone, that I use that camera, and I've never had the problem. But there's a small little section, probably just a second, where it looks like the moon glitches, like kind of like a Blair Witch kind of movie effect, how the camera would glitch and when the paranormal was messing with it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys. So stay tuned for that. I am trying to get these videos up, but let me know what you guys think about this. I've rambled long enough, and I got to get off of here. Yeah, this is insane, guys. The math isn't mathing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get up here. Use all the links in the About Me section. Rate, comment, subscribe. Much love. God bless. And I will see you on the next one.